Hi Pisces, welcome to your February 2018 reading. Hopefully everybody's doing alright. I'm looking a little pale. It's because the lighting's changing, it's getting darker outside, I'm changing colors. My light bulb keeps burning out too for some reason. I keep changing it, so I just got the side lamp. It's not the best lighting. I'm actually hearing, it's funny because before I was starting the video, I was kind of bouncing around a bit. Because I was hearing music in my head. No surprise, when I get to Pisces, things get all weird, where, you know, I call Pisces the fairy godmothers. Because they're, like, they got that wand where it's like they can put thoughts and things into your head, you know, where, I was hearing the song, I was hearing Major Lazer. I heard a few of their songs, but, and then I heard Diamond, and I came up for somebody else's reading. I think it was Rihanna, Shine Bright Like a Diamond. But I was hearing the song, Too Original, Major Lazer. I actually like that song. And that's such a Pisces, it's such a Pisces song too, or, Pisces, you guys, if you're not feeling fabulous, you should, alright? You're original, it's just who you are, don't fight it, accept it, okay? So I'm just going to wait for the energies to get interrupted. I'm going to do the monthlies a little bit differently, just to break the energies up. I do read energy. Sounds weird, but, you know, I got a lot of Aquarius, so whatever. Can't do anything about it, or... we have the Four of Swords here. So you guys are going to need rest, okay? And you're going to need to recoup. You could have exerted a lot of energy, or you are exerting a lot of energy. You also need to psychically protect yourself. So that means like getting near water, recharging yourself, salt baths, that type of thing. You guys are going to be highly sensitive. It could also mean that, like, I got a feeling that you, okay, at times you might be feeling like, I just got this like low feeling, vibration, frequency. It might not be you. You might be picking up on somebody else. So it's highly important that you're protecting yourself from negative energies here. Okay. We have the Ace of Cups coming through. For some of you, it's definitely coming through. You need to psychically protect yourself. You could have some people, I say this quite often, your fears are heard as often as your prayers are heard. So you could have some people picking up on your fears or your negative thoughts. They're able to tune into them, and they're going to feed them somehow. But you could also have people that are like trying to psychically send you negative vibes, or they have negative vibes, and you're gonna, like, because you're a Pisces, you're highly sensitive, you're gonna tune into them, and you could get stuck into them. So you just want to ensure, if that happens, that you perhaps are listening to some upbeat music. Major Lazer, pretty upbeat. Okay, there we go. You do need rest, though, because there may be, you may need separation, like moments alone, to really distinguish between your personal emotions and somebody else's. So you're not twining them together and thinking that they're your own. Or somebody's placing their fears upon you and you're perceiving them as your own. You have the Nine of Wands here. You have the Knight of Cups. It's beautiful energy. I always say the Knight of Cups. I always get the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles as the Friends card. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles is the friend that sticks with you through thick and thin, and they're the one that you lean on. and they're firm like a tree. They'll always be there to support you. And the Knight of Cups is the one that's always there emotionally to support you. They're very emotionally understanding. They're compassionate. They're very forgiving type thing. The Knight of Pentacles is the realist. They're going to say it how it is. That's what makes them such a good friend. They're not going to give you, they're not going to patronize you. You know what I mean? They love you, so they're going to tell you it how it is because they care about you and they want to see you move forward. You have the Hierophant here. You have the King of Wands. And you have the Eight of Cups. For some of you guys, you're recovering from a long-term relationship, okay? And then for other Pisces, I'm going to be honest, there was a direct message that came through that if you're involved with somebody that's married, get the hell out of it, all right? Remove yourself from that situation because nobody's going to win in that situation. Nobody's going to win, all right? It's a lose-lose-lose situation. At the end of the day, even if you get that person, I mean, that relationship's going to be tainted with negativity. You're always going to have in your subconscious mind, and you will be playing out fears of that person leaving you, or, like, there's going to be a unconscious resentment there. All right, you're never going to fully trust the person because of how you got the person. You're never going to fully, which it kind of means like there's always going to be problems in that relationship. All right, like even if you think that there isn't, it's going to be there on an unconscious level, and it's going to put fear into your mind, and it's going to make you play out those fears whether you want to or not. Okay, because if it's not in the conscious mind, it's in the subconscious mind. All right, and it will act out without you knowing it. Okay. And you're better than that. All right, you're a Pisces. You're fabulous. You're original. You're one of a kind. And if somebody doesn't see you for the diamond that you are, screw them. All right. You got the King of Wands here coming in for you. All right. The King of Wands is a Leo energy. You could have a Leo that's meant to come into your future that you will have a firm foundation with. Okay. With the Hierophant here, okay, Hierophant is, everybody's like tradition and value, morals. Okay. That is all true. But what you want to keep in mind with the Hierophant is what is perspective. Okay. Because what's traditional for you is not traditional for another person. Okay, some cultures, they believe in arranged marriages. Other cultures don't. Okay, in other cultures, you date a person for a while and then you get married. Okay, some cultures, it's okay to be older than for females. In some cultures, you can be older than the male and it's acceptable. In other cultures, like in Canada, in America, that's kind of in other countries too, it could be kind of seen as foreign, but there are like some cultures that, that is a thing. I think like the Prophet Muhammad ended up marrying somebody that was, he had one wife. I actually learned this not too long ago because I have a friend that's Muslim. But he married a woman that was older than him, and they were married for like, I think 20 years, 25 years, monogamous marriage. After she passed away, he ended up having multiple wives. And, those wives, he had multiple wives. After her, he was only with her alone until she passed away. Those wives that the multiple wives that he had, they were quite jealous of the wife that passed away because they knew that they could never be her or replace her. You know what I mean? Like if somebody's trying to make you feel like you got to compete with somebody, you don't. You're a freaking Pisces. All right? You just wave your wand. And you magically manifest somebody that will know your worth. This is a Leo, okay? Like a Leo energy coming through. Leos know their worth, all right? Leos will snap their fingers and they'll be like, do you know who I am? I am giving you an opportunity. You aren't giving me an opportunity, all right? This person screwed up their opportunity with you. Move along, all right? Like, go get your worth out there. It's out there. Release the past, all right? For others of you, this is talking about again, going back to traditional things, what's traditional for one is not traditional for another. Okay, so you can build a firm foundation and be traditional in a unique way, and it is still, you still accomplish that in a firm foundation, because the Hierophant is a firm foundation, like a government office, a bank, having a home and kids and that type of thing. And with Leo, it's like leadership too. You can accomplish that. It's just coming through in a unique way, in a different way. You just be you, be original. Don't sway off of who you are, Pisces. Okay, release this conception of things have to be done a certain way or in a manner, or like some of you could meet a person who is divorced, and then in your mind it was like, well, I wanted to get married and I wanted to be the only one. Okay, well, sometimes it's not like that. Okay, you can still create a firm foundation with a person who's, like divorced. They've learned a lot from their past, like, and they're quite loyal. If a person was married, that means that they were committed. They were, with the Hierophant here, they're not afraid to commit. They're not afraid to build foundations. All right, just because it didn't work out doesn't make that person tainted. It just means that the person was quite wise and realized that that was no longer serving them. So they've moved along and they've released, because they're looking for their Knight of Cups and their firm foundation, their love. Like, this is going out and celebrating too. All right, if you're single, it's like being happy about that you're single and loving who you are. And it's definitely, with the Leo energy coming in, it's like embracing your uniqueness, okay, and loving it. Other people will love it. Okay, you're Pisces, people might not always understand you, but they love the fact that you're so unique. All right, it allows them to feel comfortable with opening up and being a little unique themselves, not being afraid to bring out their uniqueness. All right, like, because you can make anybody look normal. When people get near Pisces, they look pretty normal. For Pisces, complicated is simple and simple is complicated for a Pisces. All right, so don't overcomplicate things, Pisces. You guys drink some coffee here. You do have to put boundaries up, okay? And it's boundaries with other people and boundaries with yourself, okay? Like, it's like, you don't have to be perfect. There's no such thing as perfect, okay? Like, some of you might want to move, okay? Like, if you feel like you want to move. You can always move back. It's not a big deal. Yeah, see, look, strength just came up. You do have a strong Leo card here. Okay, like a strong Leo energy is here. This is being courageous. This is being fearless. All right. I think Mars moved into Sagittarius, so with that energy playing out, and as a Pisces, your co-ruler is the same planet as Sagittarius. This is like, I'm seeing this energy of like, rawr. You're going to be more vocal about your needs and your wants, and you're going to go after it, because you're going to get hit with that energy too. As your co-ruler planet, it does affect you when planets go into Jupiter. Okay, so with Mars being there, that is a very strong and powerful energy. It's like no holds bar, all right? Like, roar like a lion, all right? Let people see you and hear you. Show your passion and your desire, all right? Like, and show people, like, okay, Pisces are quite compassionate. That's not a weakness, that's a strength, Pisces. If you see that you're, because you're caring and you're compassionate and understanding, if you see that as a weakness, you're wrong. Okay? If you think that you're weak, you're wrong. Because in order to be like that, you have to be extremely confident and firm in who you are, but you also have to be really strong to be able to be vulnerable. Okay? That is not something for the weak. That is something for the strong. All right? Warriors feel pain. Okay? Like, people who give off this perception of they're so strong and, I don't feel or things don't bother me, those are weak people. All right? Those are people that are not willing to look at their faults, and they're not willing to have compassion. All right? Which means that they're not understanding. Okay? And if they're not understanding, then that means that they're closed-minded. All right? And a Pisces is anything but that. You guys are open-minded. All right? Embrace that. It's going to benefit you and it's going to benefit others, and that's going to be how you create your foundation. You have the Six of Cups, okay? So again, it came up on the Hierophant, and I believe like this is going back to a person who dealt with somebody that was married. You were a third party in that relationship. You would know it. Okay, so if you hear me talking about this and you're with somebody, do not go associating the person is cheating on you. If you're dating somebody that they're cheating, no, it's not like that. This is a person who knows that they were in a third party relationship with a person that was married. Okay, let it go. All right. You can go back to the beginning of the video and that will explain why. You have more value than that. If somebody doesn't see your worth, well then screw them, okay? The past isn't going to do you any good. It's the past. You have the Eight of Pentacles here, okay? And that's working on the self, your emotional stability, okay? I'm getting this like flowing with love too. I just seen it like a rainbow. Shine bright like a diamond still coming through. Like with uh, diamond, when you put light through it, you get that rainbow that comes out. Okay, so I also just got the words optical illusion. So if somebody's claiming to love you, but their actions aren't proving that, well, then you need to remove yourself from that situation because there's somebody out there for you, and it could be a Leo that is, I just heard how you doing. Somebody with strong fire in their chart that could be quite stable for you. Okay. You do need to focus on yourself. There's some studying and research and facts here. Okay. The Eight of Pentacles is a Virgo card. Okay. It's a realist card. Okay. It's looking at cold hard facts for what they are. It's not an energy. Okay. Virgos are not afraid to be realists. They're not afraid to see things and people for who they are. Okay. They're not afraid to look at people and know that there's intentions behind why they're approached, like, so that means that somebody can see you. It's like they're not afraid to understand that if a person's approaching them, that they're not afraid to look at that person and go, okay, well, you're not approaching me out of purity, okay, because Virgo and Pisces have purity to them, all right? There's innocence and purity to both of those signs, Virgo being your partner sign. They see things for what they are. They know that that person might approach them, one, because that there's value in you, so that person's approaching you for some sort of personal need, okay? Or two, that person's approaching you because they see that your caring side is weakness and they think that they can take advantage of you, and you've been allowing that to happen because you're caring, which is not a sign of weakness, that is a sign of strength. But they've now taken advantage of that, so you need to be like a Leo and roar and tell them, back the hell up, all right? If you disrespect a Leo does not tolerate that, all right? A Leo removes himself from that situation. They know their worth. They know their value, okay? And you come across a Leo male, they're Leos make some of the best partners. They're very masculine, but they're not macho masculine. All right, like macho manly masculine. Leos, they can be like that at times, but they're pretty loving. Like they're pretty caring. They're romantic. They're pretty sensitive too. Pretty family oriented. They do think about the future. They do think about firm foundations. They do like to give trinkets too, gifts. They like to spend money on their partners. They do like the good life. All right. You have an opportunity for a good life here. You just got to remove what no longer serves you, and you got to be realistic and see things for what they are. So it's like if people are offering to partner up with you, well, you got to see the reasoning behind that. All right? Because they're not just doing that out of the goodness of their heart. They're doing that because there's some sort of intent behind it. Not always, but there's a chance here that somebody does have bad intent towards you, and you want to be aware of that. Okay? So don't be afraid to ask the hard questions or speak up. Some of you might need to see a bank advisor about the past, getting your finances in order and stuff like that, creating a new savings account, that type of thing, cutting costs, as in like not buying coffee anymore, making coffee at home. There's reorganization and stability coming through here as well. So that means like in the morning, if you find it hard to like, have enough time and you're always rushing and you end up forgetting things, it's creating a smoother outcome in the morning, a better flow, which would mean like making your lunch the night before, having your clothes out the night before, things ready just to take a little pressure off of you in the morning. With the Hierophant here, it's creating stability and structure. So there is some sense, yes, you do things in a unique way, but at the same time, you do want that stability and structure. So it's holding yourself accountable, giving yourself time frames, going to the gym specifically on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday and holding yourself accountable for that, or making those appointments that you need to make. It could be like going to the doctor if you're having health issues and you need to fix that. Your cholesterol could be out of hand. Now you need to make the changes in manner to create structure and fix that situation. Okay, so you have some sort of need for structure here. And it doesn't mean that you have to do it the way everybody else is doing it. It just means that there does need to be some sort of regiment I'm getting. So it's like having a day planner and like at this time I have to do this and that time I have to do that. Okay, and then holding yourself accountable for it. And if you don't complete it, well, then you have to create some sort of punishment for yourself. I don't mean like, okay, don't go like negative self-talking yourself. It's just that, okay, if you didn't get what you needed to get done, okay, and then you get like invited out to go out with friends and stuff like that, well, then you need to like kind of punish yourself and be like, okay, well, I can't go out and have fun because I have to get this done. All right, hold yourself accountable. Okay, like, and then when it'll be like, oh, I really wanted to go out and do this, I didn't get to, and everybody was like, we had so much fun, we got to do this, blah blah blah, yada yada. Okay, and then you're feeling bad because, well, you didn't get to go and do it, but you had to do the work that you didn't, or you had to get stuff done that you didn't hold yourself, like, didn't do. Okay, well, then that's going to give you motivation to get stuff done in the appropriate manner, so the next time you don't miss out on that opportunity. Okay, don't sell yourself short of opportunities here. You have opportunities coming at you. Do not block them from yourself. Okay, so you have opportunities to date people. This doesn't mean that you go in wearing rose-colored glasses. You go in knowing that you might like the person, but it might not work out. Okay, like there could be somebody else for you. You definitely want to rest and recuperate. You have the 10 of Cups with the Chariot card here. There's movement that you got to make, two choices. I'm getting yin and yang, so it's combining your positive and negative. Not beating yourself up for anything that's happened that was negative towards the past. It happened for a reason. It built character. All right, like you wouldn't be who you are without the circumstances that have happened throughout your life. Okay, so that's like if you came from a divorced family, you wouldn't be holding out so long for the one. Okay, I'm seeing like the one. Uh, you might have settled, okay, but because your parents got divorced, you understand that things don't work out and that you need to be slower and methodical and give yourself time to get to know a person, because at the end of the day things change, right? You want to make sure it's a proper fit. It is movement. There is water here. It's creativity. It's arts. It's publication, poetry, that type of thing. Some of you want to be careful about your vehicle. Okay, when you got your family in your vehicle, slow down. If you're going to pick up your family, slow down. Ensure you're following all the rules, everybody's buckled in, that type of thing. And then we have Judgment, which is redemption. I get redemption with that card. It's like whatever's been hidden. I see that with Jupiter and Scorpio, and we are in that time frame right now. Whatever's hidden will come to light, and whatever's not true will be seen. Okay, so like those truths and things will be coming out into the open over the next year. With the Leo energy here, Okay, Leo I associate with King Arthur. There's a purity to him. All right, King Arthur ruled and was able to get that sword out of the rock because his heart was pure. His intent was pure. All right, like so anything that is not pure around you, people, places, things will be removed. That's not for the negative. You need to change your perception here and see it for the positive. Okay, so it's like you have protection around you. I'm seeing like a hug happening right now, but it's like the universe is protecting you. So those things that you're seeing as negative are really positive. There's water here too. Okay, so something might have happened with water, but that happened because they're trying to move you in a different direction here. The movie Inception just came through too. I don't know why. And then I'm gonna pull one more because it's getting a little long. Yeah, we got the Three of Swords on top of the Eight of Cups. So it's like you got to release yourself from some things that no longer serve you. Okay, that Three of Swords could be for that person that was in that third party situation. It will hurt, but it will get better. You will find love. It's only pain is temporary. Okay, it's not permanent. It's temporary. It's permanent if you allow yourself to stay in that situation and allow the situation to play out over and over again. Okay, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Okay, so let's change the results here by changing the perception here. Okay. And I'm not gonna lie, you got to make some hard, decisive decisions here that could be painful, and you might not want to do, but you got to do it. At the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. Okay, like, and it's for your growth, all right, to move you forward. Okay, when we got the Sun card, Leo again, you got strong Leo here. Well, in the time of Leo, you can meet somebody that's really positive for you. Okay, and this is like illumination too, things being shined. Okay, coming to light. All right, like what needs to be seen will be seen. You got to give things time though, and you got to use your intuition, Pisces. All right, like you really got to use your intuition. Keep going on whatever it is you want to do. If there's some sort of loss that you're experienced in, it's only temporary and it's meant to happen to see, like at some point the universe is going to test you to see how bad you want something or your will. Okay, because you got Leo here. That's strength, that's courage, that's pure determination. Your willpower is what's going to get you through. All right, like you're building character here and you're becoming independent. All right, like, but don't avoid the details and the cold hard facts. You got to see things for what they are. You got to be a realist. All right, like you might want to go out dancing too. I hear music. Some of you could be trying speed dating. All right, you guys, hopefully that helped you out. Namaste, and I will talk to you in the monthlies next month. Ciao for now.